It's a new era at Rangers Football Club. The Dons are finally beginning to win, and Brendan Rodgers, can he get a tune out of his Honda Civic? Welcome back to Fog Football. It's the European preview show. A day late, we forgot about Tuesday, so we'll cover Tuesday in the review show, but none of our teams are playing in the Premier competition. None of them deserve to play in the Premier competition. To be honest, we shouldn't even be covering this. We don't even deserve to be covering this.
I don't even think they deserve to be playing in any form of European competition based on what we've seen from them so far this season. But here, match day 3 of the Europa League, match day 2 of the Conference League. Maybe the old firm teams in Aberdeen can prove us wrong, but so far, from what we've seen, it's going to be a struggle if we get any of our 3 teams, I think, into the top 24.
I don't recall the last time I've seen both old firm teams with a must-win game in Europe for both of them. Brann and Sturm Graz, they're both shite. Let's not spin it any other way. But have you got any confidence?
Nope.
I mean, I'd probably say there's probably more chance of Rangers winning because of the new manager, but again, that's the only bit of confidence I've got. We've seen that bounce didn't exactly work on Saturday against Dundee United, but we'll kick off with the Champions League. Right, what do I talk about? Chelsea, Ajax. I mean, Quarterback's on 6 out of 6, which is pretty good, but I guess we'll talk about Chelsea, yeah?
Well, Chelsea, Ajax, I expect Chelsea to win that.
I think Chelsea will win. I'll go 2-0.
2-1 Chelsea.
Right, shitey Liverpool. They've lost 4 in a row. Haven't lost 5. Well, actually, I can't remember the last time they've lost 5 in a row, but the last time they lost 4 in a row was under a certain Brendan Rodgers, like 14 years ago.
I think Arne Slot is incredibly overrated, and I think he was extremely lucky to win the title last year. It was one of those title-winning seasons where Liverpool just seemed to get all the luck, so many late winners. But still, having said that, I do think it's ridiculous how quickly some fans are turning on the guy and thinking that he should be fired.
Well,
he just won the league.
Yep.
And he won it with quite a high points tally. I don't think they were great, and I think they were fortunate to win a lot of the games, but
considering he's won Liverpool's second league title in over 30 years, man, way over 30 years, he has earned the right for time.
I think it's just crazy that last year you had people saying he's an upgrade on Klopp.
Yeah.
And now you have people saying wanting rid of him. It's like...
I think Arne Slot deserves until at least Christmas before you can even think about sacking him.
But I think that's wrong. To me, that this season, there should be no talkers. I think Liverpool should be able to finish like 6th in the league this season and he should keep his job.
I understand that, but this is football in 2025. We know what happens to managers at the end of the day, and I think Liverpool fans have just got to count their lucky stars that they've actually been good. I mean,
sometimes you can be
think of Liverpool 10 years ago.
Sometimes you can be a victim of your own success.
Yeah, and that could be
and like the better you do and the higher standards that you set, then you get held to them. And I think with Arne Slot, he came in, first season, people were expecting Liverpool to have to rebuild after Klopp left, and he goes and wins the league in his first season. Had Arne Slot finished 3rd last year, even if he finished 3rd and it was a distant 3rd, I think Liverpool fans would have found that acceptable.
I agree.
I think expectations were relatively low, but he came in, he won the league by a decent margin, and then all of a sudden, he's almost got the same, if not higher, expectations than Liverpool fans had when Klopp was there. And I just don't think he's at that level.
Well, he looks like Hank Schrader. We know how to end it for Hank. If you don't, then close your ears. You got shot. So, is Arne Slot going to get shot down by Frankfurt tonight? I don't think so. I think it'll end 2 each. I think he'll stop the rot to a degree.
Aye, 5 defeats in a row seems a bit too much.
But I'll tell you what, away to a Bundesliga team is pretty...
Yeah, it's never a good fixture. It's not one that you need to pick it.
I'll go 2 each.
I'll go 1-1.
Right, Monaco versus Tottenham. Tottenham without Ange. Without Ange for a while away. Thomas Frankie. So, Monaco just got a new manager for Club Brugge, so I'm actually going to go Monaco to win 2-1.
Yeah, the manager that is sacked was called Adolf Hatter.
Aye,
and I believe he's German.
Yes, and it was the guy you're thinking of wasn't exactly German.
No, he was Austrian, but still.
Yep, was he a painter? Who knows, Hatter? But yeah, his name was trending, and it was like all over Instagram. We all know why people. Oh, that name sounds like him. But I'm going 2-1 Monaco.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Fair enough, right? The competition that matters, right? This is what we're here for. The Europa League. Right, go ahead, Eagles versus Aston Villa. Villa's turned it around in recent weeks. John McGinn has been firing in the goals. I'm going to go
When was the last time he fired on a goal for Scotland?
It's been
It
ages,
feels
man.
like it's been a long time.
I take one.
Well, we need
a.
we need a couple next month. That's for sure.
That is for sure. I'll go 2-0 Phil.
I'll go 3-1, Phil.
Right, one of the games that we've been dying to talk about here: Bran Flakes versus Rangers. I mean, I shouldn't even be calling them Bran Flakes because there's a serious chance that they leave Rangers in a fucking bowl of milk. Like, I mean, I'll tell you that for free. Because Danny Rowe, I've ranted and raved. I'm actually sick of how bad Rangers have been this season. I'm sick of the last couple of weeks. I'm sick of just everything. He needs to win. I don't care how he wins. Rangers need to win this game of football. It can't go on like this. And Mick McCarthy would say, it can. But I'm going to say it can't because he needs it and we need it.
Yeah, we're not getting any league tables here or nothing along those lines, or...
Do you want me to get the league table up?
Well, not now, but...
I know Rangers are 32nd and Celtic are 28th.
I think Rangers have 0 points and Celtic have 1.
Well, that's also true, but it sounded a wee bit better when I said Rangers were 32nd and Celtic were 28th. But when you put it that way, Rangers have lost to Genk, they've lost to Storm Graz, they've been bogging in both games. This is a tough game away to a team that's not usually in Europe. They'll be up for it. Will Rangers be up for it? I'm going to lean.
Is this a must win,
yes,
or do Rangers just need to minimum get a point and get off the board?
No, I think it's a must win.
Must win.
I look at the games that are left.
What are the remaining fixtures? I think they've got Roma.
You're still to play Roma and Porto. For that reason alone, I mean, for that reason alone, you need to pick up. You need to pick up. You know what? I would tend to agree with you and say that a point here. I still think you need a win, but at least if you got a point, it's a point on the board, and then it means if you get 3 wins at your lap. But then you're saying that if say you get a point here, at least you have 5 games. That means you need 3 wins at your last 5 to get 10 points. So that means you need to win every other game that ain't against Porto and Roma.
And 10 points isn't guaranteeing you.
Yeah, so I think this is must win. Honestly, this is must win for whole magnitude of reasons. It's Roll's first game, and pressure needs to be released here. At what point's this season going to turn around? Is it ever going to turn around?
Can he afford a defeat?
I don't think he can. No, it's weird, man. I said with Stevie Smith, didn't really matter what happened. They aren't going to turn on him, right? Because it's not a serious appointment. It's literally an interim. Nobody wanted Danny Rowe. You'd be lying to say you wanted him, right? Not even the Rangers board wanted him. So what's going to happen when this guy loses this game? Well, if he loses this game.
Yeah, fans are going to be on his back, saying that we never wanted this guy.
I said in my video about him
would have done his dirty
earlier on. If he lose, it depends what he says for me. If we lose, if he takes responsibility and a bit of accountability and actually addresses the failures and says how he's going to improve it, then I'll accept it. But see if he goes on this gaslighting journey that Martin went on and tries to pull the wool over the fans' eyes, I'll fucking lose the head. I can't take it. Because what it looks like is that he's a yes man. It looks like he's an absolute puppet. Because we've seen Muscat and Gerrard reject the job and let this guy take it, even though he was like 4th choice. Not for me, but you know what? I'll back him till I can't, and I might not be able to back him come 8 o'clock, depending on what happens.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1?
I'm going to go Bram 1, Rangers 1.
Nah, I mean, I'll have to back him longer than just one game, but people are pissed off. I mean, people are saying they'd sack him before the end of October. I honestly, I'd have sacked him as soon as we appointed him, if it didn't cost any money. But obviously it does. So, fuck it, I'll back him. People can't accuse me of backing Danny Rowe. I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers.
I mean, this could be another payout for Rangers.
Yeah. Only a 2.5 year deal. So, how long do you think he'll last? He did 89 games at Sheffield Wednesday. I'd be shocked if he got that.
Yeah.
Which I would kind of tell me he would
I would probably take him almost up to his 2.5 year deal though.
Well, yeah, probably. Well, at least a year and a half, wouldn't it?
Probably more than that, like.
Nah, I'd say it's roughly about that. I mean, you play 38 games in a league season, add in European and Cup games, it's probably going to be a year and a half. But
is there any guaranteed Rangers are going to be in
Europe
next season? Probably not, no.
But let's hope they are, alright? Coefficient needs Rangers. So you're going 1 each, I'm going 2-1. Must win though. Right, next up, we go across the city. Celtic against Storm Graz. Storm Graz beat Rangers last time out. It was 2-1, wasn't it? So, Celtic, I think this is... Would you argue this is probably the most must-win game that Brendan Rodgers has had as Celtic manager that ain't like a cup final? Because I feel like he is on the verge here of...
Not only is he under pressure, but even if they want to progress in Europe, I mean, this is one of the games that you'd look at and go, right, well, this is one that you expect Celtic to win this.
Yeah, and Celtic have got a tougher draw than Rangers. So you're right. To me, for Celtic Rangers,
Even a draw here, I think, is a pretty bad result for Celtic.
yeah, you've got to win. Yeah, you've got to win your home games. And you're right. If Celtic pick up a point here, 2 points at their first 9, considering 2 were at home, and you also picked up a point against Prague, which was good. This wouldn't be good.
Prague?
Belgrade. Red Star Belgrade. That's a good point though, and then when you lose to Braga, it undoes it, and if you lose to this team or draw, I mean, it completely undoes it. So this game's never going to get Rodgers sacked, right? But how more important is this game? How more important is this game considering Hearts at the weekend? Can this buy him any goodwill? Like, say he lost this, or he drew this and then lost against Hearts. Is there any result here that gets him goodwill even for a negative result at the weekend? Or is it just a simple case of he needs to win the next 2 games?
I don't know, but I mean, if you're a Celtic fan, you can only take 1 win, and you had to lose the other. Would you rather beat Sturm Graz, or would you rather beat Hearts?
I think you'd rather beat Sturm Graz.
No.
Because I feel like 8 points in the league at this point isn't insurmountable.
But at 1 point after 3, and this is...
Yes. Well, put it this way, if we're saying the same for Rangers, even if they drew against Brann, then I think we've got to say the same for Celtic, because they've got a tougher line of games coming up. So, anyway, score prediction. I don't think there's going to be many goals in this game.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm going to go 0-0.
Interesting.
Bogging game of football. Right, is that it? No, actually, we've got Nottingham Forest against Porto. So, Ange is away after 8 games. Could Ange return to Celtic?
Who's brought in?
Sean Dyche.
Bogging appointment.
I know. See to go.
Forrest has went from playing good football over the years and being high. Honestly, I feel like now I think that's just setting back. See the success that this club's had over the last couple of seasons. Sean Dyche's just a guy that's just...
See if I was a Nottingham Forest fan and you've went for Nuno, who got you European football, competing for the Champions League spots, to Ange, to this, what a rollercoaster.
You just feel like Sean Dyche has ambitions to finish 17th.
Aye.
In the league.
Yeah, and considering you were competing for Champions League spots last season, that's soul destroying. But I'm going to go 2-0 Porto.
Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Porto.
Right, fair enough. Right,
I think they should have gave Ange more time.
They should have. Right, Conference League.
Although, I mean, they did get off to a bad start.
Speaking of guys that got time, Jimmy Thielen, he's definitely bought some. Athens away though. Oh, tough game. Is this not the team that Dessers signed for?
Don't know. No, he signed for
Park, was it?
I think so. I'll be surprised if Aberdeen collect anything in this
Bit
game.
more confidence though.
Yeah, man.
Probably should have got something against Shakhtar. Won a couple of games in the league since.
I'm going to go 3-1 Athens.
Is there a case that Aberdeen are our best shot this week?
Winning? Nah, I don't think so. I think that the 3 teams are the least likely to win.
Fair enough, right? I'm going to go 2-0 Athens.
I do think Aberdeen, though. I think they're 2. Is this their 2 toughest games? Would you say, or?
Nah, I think they're fucked. They've only got 1 good game. Home and no. And I mean, I would say now Aberdeen would win that. And you know what? I don't think Aberdeen have looked that bad in Europe this season. To be honest, I know they've only played 3 games, but I think they've actually looked. It's one of the better performances of game, put it that way. And they've been shafted with that red in the second leg against Bucharest. Right, Shikindajija taking on Shelbourne. I think if Shelbourne are to have any inspirations of getting out of this league stage, you probably need to pick up something here. Will they?
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go 1-1.
I'll go 0-0.
Don't think it'll be enough.
No, probably not.
If there is a team that's going to do something, I think it'll be this team. The team that were good last year.
Crystal Palace.
No, I was thinking more of Shamrock Rovers.
Right.
Crystal
Palace are pretty
I'm going to
good.
go Palace to win 3-0 over AEK Lanarkshire. This match is sponsored by Lanarkshire.
I'm going to go 4-0 Palace, which leaves us with the final team, Shamrock Rovers. Actually, how many fucking more teams have we got here? Aye, well anyway, Shamrock Rovers, Celje. I'm going to go 2-0 Shamrock Rovers.
I'll go 2-1 Shamrock Rovers.
Right, and I think this is the final one. Lincoln Red Imps versus Lech Poznan, the Gibraltar team. So I'm going to go 5-0 Lech Poznan.
3-0 Lech Poznan.
And that is where it will leave us. You know, we'll have a wee quick look actually at the table for the Europa League, since we'll have a wee look what a point and what a point does for Celtic and Rangers. So Bucharest, I mean, I tell you,
we won't really know until the other teams.
I know, but no, that is true. But we can have a wee look at it here. So the team in 24th's on free.
Yeah, so the likelihood is Rangers, even if Rangers win their game and they win it comfortably, even if they improve their goal difference, you would expect after match day 3, Rangers are still going to be outside the top 24.
Yep.
With a win. You could maybe argue the same for Celtic.
Yeah.
Even with a win, they could find themselves outside the top 24.
I think the damning thing is as well, man, you just... They're not neither scoring goals. Like, I mean, Celtic have scored 1 goal in 4 European games.
Yeah, I'd say if Rangers lose, I mean, they probably are close to being out, because I'd expect the team in 24th to probably have a minimum of 4 points. So before you know it, you're 4 behind already.
Aye.
That's going to be enough. That's going to be hard to make up over 5 games.
It is, especially the next game being Roma.
But honestly, I feel like it's...
We play Roma 2 weeks from now.
With the new league stage and the fact that you're playing 8 different teams, it is kind of hard to grasp what you need at this point. It was a lot easier to tell in the Champions League when you've got simple groups made up of 4 teams where you're playing each team twice. Even after match day 2, you could kind of look at it and you could predict who's getting who and what results. And with this, it's impossible because you'd need to dissect. You'd need to spend like 2 hours looking through every team and all their fixtures.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way: if Rangers and Celtic both win on Thursday, then I think it's looking okay.
For me, you kind of just need to base it on what happened last season, and rather than think about a certain team that you want to try and be above, I think you should just be trying to aim for a certain amount of points. Last season, 7 was enough to get everybody through the Conference League except Hearts. They were the only team that missed it on 7. Yep. And in the Europa League and Champions League, I believe there was a couple of teams with 10 points that made it through.
Yeah.
But some that didn't. So that tells me that and I know it could change from year to year, but it's not going to be drastic.
I think Rangers went through last year on 8, didn't we?
No, I had way more than 8.
No, not 8, 11, sorry. 11. No, I meant we went through in 8th place with 11 points. It was 3 wins and 2 draws.
Is that all Rangers had?
Aye.
I thought they did better than that.
No, I think it was 3 wins, 2 draws, 3 defeats.
I don't think it was
lost
that.
Against United, lost against Leon. What was the other loss against?
Did not draw against United?
No, lost 2-1 because fucking Yefty couldn't mark his man. Fernandez, back post. What was the other game? I'm trying to think what the other game was we lost. Or maybe it was 12 points. Maybe it was 3 wins, 3 draws, 2 defeats. Maybe that's more likely it. But either or, I think so far, look at both the 2 teams, I think you should be looking at a minimum of 4. Celtic, right? What you would expect, both teams to win their home games and maybe when they go away to draw. But to be honest, in previous season, I would expect the Rangers to pick up 6 points against Stone Graz and Genk.
Are they both out with defeats?
Yeah. I would. You all know why I think they're both out with defeats, right? Because Rangers...
Right, well, tell us.
I just see nothing, no light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like if anything's going to come good with Danny Rowe, it's going to have to be immediately, and therefore we're going to have to beat Brann. Now, with Celtic, I think a reason why if they lose, they're out, because they've got a tough run of games, and also, I don't think they're going to be sacking Rodgers, and I don't see how it's going to get better with Rodgers.
I mean, could maybe get better in January, but how many games do they play after January? You're talking
2,
about 2. I think 1's early January, so...
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, we don't have the exact fixtures like right in front of us, but at the end of the day, folks, man, it's not knockout phase. I don't know, where are the fixtures, matches? I guess we can have a wee quick look ahead here. I know Rangers play Roma, on the 6th of November. So I mean, again, it's at home, but
to be going through after 3 games, you should. To be on track of going through, you should have at least 4 points.
Well, I mean, Celtic are away to Midtjylland, and that's not a gimme or nothing.
Yeah, we've seen Midtjylland's beat them over the years in Champions League qualifiers.
Rangers are home to Roma, Celtic away to Midtjylland. The next one's on the 27th of November. Celtic away to Feyenoord.
So Celtic's next 2 games are away. No guarantee they're picking up any wins there, so you feel like they do need to get the win against Storm Graz.
Rangers at home to Braga. I mean, Rangers have good form against Braga, but I wouldn't bet on them this time around. That leaves you with a couple of games. 11th of December, Rangers away to Ferencváros. That's a tough place to go. Celtic at home to Roma. I think the more I'm looking at this, I'm beginning to think that both contingents are a wee bit snookered. Celtic away to Bologna.
Celtic need to beat Sturm Graz then. That's made my mind up.
Rangers at home to Ludogorets, so that's a bit easier. And then, honestly, folks, I think if Celtic have got a tough game in this I don't think it might Then Rangers are away to Porto. Last game.
Celtic's last game, what is it?
Home to Utrecht. I mean, that's not easy.
I think at this point, if Celtic went into that last game needing a win to go, I think they'd be happy with that. I think they'd take that.
Yeah, what I think's going to happen is Celtic are probably going into the last game with a chance of going through, but it might be one
Depending
of those
on
ones.
other results.
And I think I'm not saying you take that right now, but I feel like I feel like it might be more than what Rangers.
As for Rangers, I mean, they really don't want to go into the last game needing a win because.
No, yeah, like Rangers could be going into the last game depending on other results.
But again, it's difficult because in previous Champions Leagues, Europa Leagues, you kind of knew going into the last game that a draw will be okay. But with this, it's different because there's so many different matches that can affect your league position. So it's not just like in Group A previously, where alright, you only had one other match you had to look at.
Yeah,
You can't really play for a certain result here. It's impossible.
yeah, it's like last year.
You look at Hearts.
when
Hearts
Rangers
Hearts got knocked out because a late goal.
When Rangers played Union St Galossi, we went for like 15th to like 7th, and then it was all fluctuating because goals were coming in. Anyway, I think both teams are snookered if they don't pick anything up more than a win tonight or on Thursday.
I think they need it.
So yeah, leave it down below, folks.